I'm Dr. Rita Ellithorpe, and I am a general physician practicing in Southern California, Tustin, California, near Newport Beach, in a very nice, sunshiny area. And it's a very health-oriented environment. And I have practiced both as an active duty military physician for almost 10 years, both emergency room and as a flight surgeon and general medical officer. And I have published in food research, antioxidant and anti-aging and natural hormone replacement therapies, among many other things. If you go on my website, tlcdoctors.com, you can see some of my published research on cell membrane repair and fatigue, chronic fatigue reversal, and ATP production. So we've been here at this office 20 years now. And we see any in the general population, from the young and healthy, the Olympic athlete, to the cancer patient trying to restore their energy and their immune system, to any problem whatsoever.
Excellent. And what would you say the difference is between like a practice like yours and a general practitioner when it comes to practicing medicine?
Well, our focus is to provide preventative care. So we are trying to spend a lot of time with our patients. We spend much more time than the standard family practice internist does, so that the meeting with our patient is involved in trying to prevent diseases, or if they have a disease or many comorbidities, we try and talk to them about how their lifestyle, if turned around or improved, can help reduce their disease process, possibly reverse it, to reduce their medications. And so this takes a lot of time and teaching with the patients. So we emphasize teaching and research. We involve a lot of our patients in some of our research studies, and we publish them.
Okay. And then what would you say? I know that you are involved in the clinical research with the Doctor's Nutrition Bar. Can you talk a little bit about, I know that there's been an improvement in the formula with probiotics added to the formula. Could you talk about why the probiotics were added and, what the benefits of that, based off of your research are?
Well, the design of this bar was to replace what we consider faulty junk bars marketed as health bars or protein bars, and they're really just glorified candy bars. And with all the on-the-go busy lifestyles, we solved a problem for our patients by creating Doctor's Nutrition Bar. The doctors and my fellow research scientists like Bob Centenary, who helped put this together. In it, we've put in prebiotics. Prebiotics are components like in the chicory root and in the tapioca. These are soluble and insoluble fibers that feed good bacteria, because much of your health is determined by how good your gut health is. And since we were already putting in good food for good bacteria, we thought, why don't we add the good bacteria? And so we later added the Ganadin BC30, which is the billions and billions of probiotic and sporebiotic earth-based spores to increase yet another notch the powerful nutritional and health-inducing aspect of Doctor's Nutrition Bar.
And how would you say that works in conjunction with the healthy fats, the phospholipids that were put into the bar for cellular health, as far as immune response goes?
Yeah, especially in regards to just coming through this pandemic, we have a population of people very much aware now about cell membrane surface receptors, the ACE2 receptor, in the pandemic. And so everyone is aware how important your cell membranes are. And if they're angry or irritated, they can produce microclots. This is a thromboembolic type of vascular disease, really, the pandemic COVID-19. So for decades, we have already been taking care of our patients. And in fact, all of our patients did remarkably well, and many of our comorbid and obese patients, because we've been teaching our patients how important cell membrane repair is. And I like to show one of my teaching aids, which I keep right next to me all the time. I show my patients the picture of the cell oxidative damage that is done not only by COVID-19, where you hurt the cell membrane by puncturing through that, which damages the inside of the cell. And anything you can do to create a beautiful double layer phospholipid bilipid layer is going to enhance the performance of the cell, no matter where it's at, whether it's in your brain or it's in your eye, your heart, your blood vessels, everywhere in your body. So we teach that these fats right here, these phospholipids, are what we put into Doctor's Nutrition Bar. And we've done this and worked on replacement of phospholipids, a phosphorylated lipid, and your body is made of this everywhere, from your brain to your toe. You are literally made full. All this is fat and fat and flexible because of the fats in every cell membrane of your body. It's a double layer, and these are phospholipids. And so we put this into our patient education for decades, and then we incorporated it into the bar using sunflower seed for the phospholipid source, so that we didn't have to use chemicals to extract it like they do so often with soybeans and stuff. So we endeavored to find the highest quality fats, because every cell membrane in your body is made of 50% fat and 50% protein. And that fat is the phospholipids. So one of the ingredients that we have in our cell membrane is the sunflower phospholipid extract done without chemicals.
Wow, that's fantastic. So from an overall health standpoint, it's a very holistic approach to overall health. And with the probiotics and everything like that, you've got the gut health. That's helping out with the immune response, and then the cell function is a very holistic approach to that. Have you seen any response from patients that use it on a regular basis from from a clinical standpoint? Have they noticed weight loss or improved brain function, or what are some of the experiences that your patients have had?
Well, we not only ask our patients clinically, but we do research, and we do it with the population averages, and we studied that very thing. We asked them about their hunger and their satiation. Were they satisfied after eating our bar compared to other bars? So we compared it with the most popular sales of protein health bars, and we compared them, finding that the reduction in their hunger was so statistically superior with Doctor's Nutrition Bar, because fat is a natural, satiating, satisfying thing to the human body. So there was a reduction in their hunger. There was also an increase in energy. So for instance, like in that picture I have where the cell membrane is punched out, another thing I do is I keep on my desk a foosball. And I say, if this is a cell membrane with damaged from oxidative or bacterial or viral damages to the cell membrane, it's not going to be able to function well, and it will leak. So if we plug up these holes, their cells will more efficiently use energy, hence you feel more energy. And thus, in our scientifically weighted instrument called a Piper fatigue scale, we asked our patients about their energy production, and there was, again, a very statistically significant elevation in their energy. The other thing we looked at when they use our protein bars is that it was associated with better mental focus, better able to stay focused and more productive mentally as well as energy. And then they all were so impressed, they wanted to recommend it to their friends. I'll also say I never do anything that I don't do myself. And so I went on a diet. I went on a fast for, I think it was 7 days. I didn't eat anything. And so of course I was in full ketosis. And when you dip your urine with a keto stick, it'll turn dark purple color, dark red color. And when I started to eat, I decided to do a study for 3 or 4 weeks where I would only eat 2 of my doctor's nutrition bars a day. I would eat at noon and around 5 o'clock because I practice intermittent fasting as well. And I found that my urine stayed in the good moderate to large ketosis, even though I ate 2 bars a day and that was my only meal. During that time, I had lost, I think, about 5 pounds on my 7-day fast. It was a water fast, pure water. And then the next 3 weeks, I lost 17 more pounds because I was able to sustain myself and could have gone on even longer by just eating 2 bars a day. So you talk about energy and an almost 70-year-old full-time physician's lifestyle with my workouts 3 times a week. I was most pleased. It's very beneficial for all these aspects of mental, energy, endurance, weight loss, keto-friendly, paleo-friendly, vegetarian, vegan-friendly, because all the components that we used in this were all plant-based products. Now, one of the nice things I want to point out, another aspect of our research, we did the blood markers as well. We looked at insulin, and we found that our patients compared to the controls who ate, I don't want to say the name of the bar, but the most popular protein bar out there, their fasting insulin went up 5 times higher after 1 hour post eating the bar compared to our doctor's nutrition bar. And their blood sugar went up 22 times higher after 1 hour of eating our bar. So we have proven this bar. We have clinically seen the weight loss. We see the hip and waist inches reduced. We see the satisfaction. We see the energy. We're very pleased with its clinical impact. Of course, it's clinically designed.
Yeah, and I mean that speaks, heavily towards, diets out there like intermittent fasting and how to properly do intermittent fasting. Also with keto diet and other diets that are on the marketplace. How is it that you're able to achieve those low glucose levels in the blood?
Well,
is it due to the high fiber and the low net carbs, or how does that work?
The net carb effect is 4 grams of carbohydrate in a serving. Fat is so satisfying. Fat is so satiating. Fat is an energy source. The only 2 ingredients a human being needs to eat are fats and proteins. We are composed, our cell membranes, we're made of fat and protein. We are not made of carbohydrates. So the low blood sugar maintenance and the steady energy delivery is from changing your metabolism from a carbohydrate burning engine to a fat burning engine, which is consistent and very satisfying. If there's any little moments that your body would need any glucose for any matter, your liver has a process called gluconeogenesis, and it can produce glucose as well. So you don't need to eat glucose. Your body can make glucose. However, we have essential needs for certain amino acids from protein, and we have essential needs for fats, such as linoleic and alpha-linolenic acid. So we were most pleased with this bar and the studies and the reception over the past few years that we've been making it available to our patients and other clinicians who want to give a safe, well-researched, food, nutritious, complete bar that even tastes good.
Yeah, very good. Well, hey, Dr. Rita, I mean, I think that covers all of our talking points in regards to the bar and kind of the science behind the bar. Did you have anything else you wanted to share before I let you go? I really appreciate your time.
Well, thank you very much, Jesse. We chose ingredients in this bar that were designed to have a high density in nutrients, minerals, calcium, phosphorus. We chose ingredients that are all organic. we chose ingredients that have a very healthy fat and high protein content and are not from gluten grain sources. And so I think you'll be very pleased when you see this, knowing that this is a physician created and clinically researched. You can go to our website, tlcdoctors.com, and you can get our publication on this, our white paper. If you go to the tlcdoctors.com and you'll see Doctor's Nutrition Bar, click on that and you'll see the white paper and you can share that and then contact. What is the website for them to contact if they want to get a hold of this?
doctorsnutritionbar.com.
doctorsnutritionbar.com. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're interested, you can contact us through doctorsnutritionbar.com.
Yeah, very good. Awesome. And, one of the things that we want to do is we want to, get as much feedback. We believe feedback is, the key in regards to, understanding the product and the impact in regards to what it is that you guys are up to and the science and everything that you got. What I wanted to do is I wanted to find out if it would be okay if we interviewed some of the other doctors in your practice as well.
Oh, yes. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Well, that's all I have for you today. Again, I just wanted to thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. I know you've put a lot of effort into, educating and the science behind the bar. So we appreciate the work that you're doing, both in your practice and then also with the Doctor's Nutrition Bar.
Well, thank you very much, Jesse. Have a blessed day.
Hey, you too. We'll talk soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.